Book Interrupted Chronicles capture some of our favorite and funniest moments together from before we were all in the club. If you would like to know who felt clothing was optional at the theme park, or which member flipped the script on her birthday surprise, go to www.bookinterrupted.com/unpublished to start your free trial to Unpublished, where our chronicles and inklings live. Trust us, you won't regret it.
Parental guidance is recommended because this episode has mature topics and strong language. Here are some moments you can look forward to during this episode of Book Interrupted. Going to pull tarot cards, and Kim's going to interpret them for us.
You don't have to be ashamed, I guess. Whatever you've done.
Oh my God,
Leah.
yeah. My word was going to be ashamed, so that's perfect.
Whoa, the card just flew out.
I'll take that one.
That's your card.
That's my card, yes.
You're going to be so excited.
Thanks. I'm glad I told you to pick a card.
I also almost killed my money plant. That's not great.
Oh no,
That was foreshadowing.
that makes me just feel sad, but I think you're doing a really good job.
Questioning, like, what am I doing? Like, hanging around here every day, getting my liver eaten out. You ready, guys? Let's do this.
Express yourself, share the wealth, hold on to your bookmarks, we're off the shelf. Express yourself, it's good for your health. Book Interrupted is off the shelf.
Welcome to Book Interrupted, a book club for busy people to connect and one that celebrates life's interruptions.
This episode of Book Interrupted is off the shelf. Hold on to your bookmarks.
Welcome to this off-the-shelf episode where we are going to pull tarot cards, and Kim's going to interpret them for us. Leslie, want to go
do you
first?
want to go first?
Always. Yes.
Okay, so think about why you want one so bad.
Because I love it when you do this.
Is it even, but is something happening for you where you're like, I really need a
yeah, I could say,
spiritual message?
yeah.
Okay.
I could.
So think about that. I'm not telling you to reveal it to the world unless you want to, but think about that while I shuffle. And then when you feel comfortable, or when you feel like it's time anyways, maybe when you feel uncomfortable, that might be the best time. Tell me to stop and I'll reveal the card that we stopped on, which will be your card. That's how we'll pick, because we're obviously virtual. So you can't reach out and actually pick a card.
Okay, I'm ready to stop now.
Okay. Your card, and this was upside down,
Oh, always.
is the Five of Pentacles. So the Pentacles story is about Daedalus, and he like makes stuff, and in the very beginning he makes some things, he's super proud of himself and it's great. And then in the four, his nephew comes along, and his nephew can also make things, and instead of being like, awesome, now we can use each other to fuel each other and motivate, there's some challenge or whatever, he gets all freaked out and like holds on to all his money and is like, competition, I'm done, or something. And so in the Five of Pentacles, I believe he's killed his nephew and is like sneaking away. That's why he looks like this. Like, that's what's going on. He's like, oh, I hope nobody knows that it was me.
He looks
Maybe this is
ominous.
For the people on the
Murder.
podcast that are just listening, he's like wearing a cloak and it's nighttime. He's like sneaking away in the night. He's like mostly covered up.
He's trying not to get caught.
He looks like that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the five. So usually when we're talking about numbers, the five is the middle, but in the middle, that's when the chaos happens. Most of the fives of all of the suits are kind of, I guess, maybe even the climax of the story, and then kind of the
A catalyst for change.
The conflict appears. That's
The
going to
peak-
like turn the plot.
kind of like the peak in action, I guess, because stuff still happens like in the 6 and the 7 and stuff. And like at the very end, it's kind of a climax too, because usually it's the completion of a cycle and then a new cycle begins. So that can also be viewed as like a middle, you know what I mean? Because it's right in between a beginning and an end. But anyways, Pentacles represent your tangible things, so like your work, your money, your house, your stuff, right? Whereas Cups, which is the other feminine suit, that's more about intangible stuff like relationships and emotions and communication. So the other thing that Pentacles can mean though is your self-worth. That's one part where it kind of crosses over between the tangible and intangible. It's all feminine energy. And it was upside down too. And upside down sometimes just means that like the message of the card is more challenging, or there's like more delays in the way of whatever the moral of the story is. Or it could mean you need to turn this card around so that it's upright. Like it's like advice to you, but you're not quite there yet. So like turn the card around so it's like a true instead of an upside down.
Yeah.
So I guess one thing that I want to say is it's like he faced his fear. He may not have faced his fear in the most approved way because he eliminated it.
Yeah.
Maybe try
Because
not
it's-
killing next time.
Because it's the 5, he's on his way to the end. Like in the end, he's good. He's like stable and has all these pentacles, and like going through this, even if like, but it's not literally obviously murder. Like in the story, it's Greek mythology, right? A mythic tarot deck. So it's going to be dramatic like that, right? But I think that the point is that he faced his fear, even if it was in a way that isn't the best way, but he did it nonetheless. And now he can get past it and he moves on to be successful. I would say for you, I don't know if there was a situation that you feel like you maybe mishandled. I feel like the tarot for this is saying, whatever, you handled it anyway. And so it's okay to continue to move forward and grow. It's okay for you to leave,
Perfect.
Oh, great.
right? Like whatever that judgment is of yourself, because that's like that self-worth piece. And so I feel like
That's
it's
perfect.
there's a stickiness there, right? Because I'm still obsessing about how I handled that and like whether it was right or wrong or
Yes,
whatever.
Like how I got there. Yeah.
Yeah. Like what even led me
Yeah.
to this?
That really rings true.
Okay, good.
Whatever led me to that, whatever. Yeah, it's over now. You can move forward.
Yes. And don't waste your time judging yourself
Judging
on
the
how you
past,
dealt
yeah.
with it.
I love that.
Yeah. It contributed to who you are today, and it'll continue to make you grow moving forward as long as
I
you're
love
able to
that.
move forward instead of staying stuck in it.
I
Yeah.
sure hope so.
Because he does have that cloak over. So he's not proud. You know what I mean? And he is
I'm not
kind
proud.
of
Yeah.
hiding himself, but it's okay. In the end, he's not hiding himself anymore. So you don't have to be ashamed, I guess. Whatever you've done.
Oh my God.
Leah.
Yeah. My word was going to be ashamed. I've been swimming in ashamed. So that's perfect.
Yeah. So it's telling
Maybe
you
your
like,
id and ego are battling.
at odds.
They sure are.
Yeah.
They sure are.
They sure are. Yeah. That's perfect. I love it.
So do you feel like it was relevant, helpful, insightful
Super
at all?
relevant. I can do a post and an interruption or something so that you can do someone else. Otherwise, it's going to be me rattling on.
Oh, cool though. That would be cool.
Yeah. Peekaboo reveal of what I was
Okay, great.
focusing on. Yeah.
Yeah. What you thought about
Or interruption.
and how you
reveal.
really feel. You could all be like, it's fine. Yeah, good. And then in your interruption, you'd be like, that was garbage. She doesn't know what she's talking about.
Nah.
Fine. Whatever. KJ, thanks for that. Thanks. Yeah. No, I love it.
Okay, great. It's going back
next?
in the deck.
Yeah. Who's
Who
going
wants to go
next?
next? Ashley,
Yeah, I can go next. Yeah.
you want to go?
Okay, so
Okay.
think about what you want to think about. We already know the tarot is going to tell you whatever you need to know anyway. So
Okay.
when you're ready, just tell me to stop and I'll take the deck or the card that's on the top at that. Whoa. The card just flew out.
I'll take that one.
That's your card.
That's my card. Yes. Oh, I'm nervous.
Okay, you're going to be so excited.
Okay.
Because of, I can't even remember what we were talking about, but like whatever we were formerly talking about.
We're talking about monarch butterflies.
That's what I was thinking about when she told me to think about something.
So it's the Ace of Cups.
Okay.
That's about a new relationship. But
Oh my
it's
God.
also like so new that you don't even know what it is.
Oh.
Like it's hard for me to verbalize it with the Ace of Cups. With the Ace of Wands,
Mhm.
the way that it shows up, like that's like a new adventure or a new idea. With the wands, if it's an ace energy, it's like a general sense of dissatisfaction. Like you're not even sure what's bugging you or what needs to change or what you're going to do. It's incoming kind of thing. And that's the same thing with the ace, right? Because it's an ace. You
Yeah.
need it to be a 2 in order for the energy to double, and then a focus is determined. So it's not,
Right.
there's no focus yet. It's usually a new relationship. It's like
Oh
the
my God.
birth of something new. So like a creative project, a friendship, a romance, a relationship with yourself. Like you could understand yourself or love yourself in a different way moving forward.
Oh my gosh.
Cups is
Wow.
communication, relationships, emotion. So it's all like that water energy. So
Mm.
it's really nice. It's an exciting card. It's the beginning of a cycle.
Oh
gonna
my
be-
God. I need that so bad.
You're going to be like an infant on this journey, right? Like it's the very beginning. So
I love that so much, especially with moving. Are you kidding? That was totally meant for me.
When are you moving?
Okay, I'll say it on the podcast here, and then when we film next time, I'll have an update if that'll be true or not.
Okay.
I'm hoping May 1st. Fingers crossed, though. We'll see. We'll see. I just decided this literally 2 days ago to make it for May 1st. So we'll see. If not, June 1st.
Okay.
Are you
well, fair
trying to
enough.
move a house, or you're moving cities, or you're moving countries?
Yeah, sorry. I live in Edmonton right now, and I'm trying to move back to Penticton where Kim lives. So I'm following her. I'm a stalker. I'm obsessed.
I welcome it. Ashley only people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stalkers. Ashley only.
So I'm looking to move because I feel I need to start something new for myself, not for other people. So that, oh wow.
Relationship with the self.
I
That's
love
cool.
that.
Because that's what this is, like feeling like that, but not
Yeah,
really
yeah.
knowing how is this new? Like, what am I,
Yeah.
what's new about
And that
it? We
just
don't know
flew
yet.
out too.
Yes, I was shuffling and it flopped out. And I was
Yes.
like, we'll keep this card out. But then
Oh,
you were
that
like, no, I'm
is so
taking it.
cool.
Do you have a place? Because I feel
Oh.
like that's the problem.
Oh, so no, I don't.
But
Have
you
a
know enough
place?
people.
That's
like-
the thing, like, because I go back to the reservation, I'll just keep hanging out at people's houses
yeah,
until I
like
figure it out.
Like that's not as big of a problem for you as it would be for like a brand newbie coming to this. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Right.
Exactly right. And this past year, I've really focused on living a minimalist lifestyle. So everything I own, except outside of my bed, can fit inside of my car. I'm not really worried. I can
Excellent.
sleep in my car.
I love
like
that.
I got a porta potty to go. I'm a nomad. Like I'll plop a squat in your front yard. So
Well, watch out.
Yeah.
So don't have her over.
Yeah. If you see a silver SUV that's not leaving,
It's me that's not leaving.
Yeah.
What's this car that's sticking around?
Yeah. I kind of like going places without having a set thing, like just figure it out when it's there.
I love
So-
that.
Yeah.
So who is next?
Air.
Sure,
Okay.
I'll do it.
Tell me when you're ready for the stopping mare.
Stop.
Ooh, this is yours, but it was upside down. Ace of Pentacles.
Oh.
Mm.
Does that mean I'm going to get some money? Because that would be really great. So we've had a very
Possibly.
expensive couple months.
It is the beginning of something new like that again. So it could be a project that could come to fruition, or it was upside down though. So it could also
Mm.
mean
Losing more money.
challenges
oh, no.
with money. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, look it upside down.
Uh-oh. I like almost killed my money plant, so that's not great.
Oh no.
That was foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't good. I shouldn't have bought that. I don't want to know. Don't tell me I'm bad with
Why is
money.
it wilted?
Planned?
But it still is a beginning nonetheless. So like this could be saying, because it's upside down, don't start something about money right now. Because it's upside down, it's just like, wait a month. If you have a question about like, should we do this now? And you even said like, it's already been I've been spending too much lately. Like I'd like to have some now instead of spending it. This card could be saying like, if there's something else you're considering, is that worth spending money on this time or right now? Maybe wait, maybe reconsider, maybe double check. Not definitely no, because it's still the beginning of money and stuff and whatever, but because it's upside down, it really might be like, don't do it until summer or whatever, or winter. Like, I don't know, the timeline might be that would be reasonable for doing and waiting to do at a different time. That's kind of what this means to me. Aces are kind of hard because they are a whiff of an idea.
Whiff.
Like they're not
Yeah.
even a full idea, but it's about stuff, money, work. Like, should I take that job? Because maybe you are feeling like that. Like, I've spent too much money. Maybe I should pick up that temporary position or that contract. It might be like, no, don't do it right now. Like, you might feel the push to do it, but don't.
That's totally
Or-
what would happen. Like if somebody offered me a position, I'd be like, maybe.
Yeah. Considering if you're feeling in a position where more is going out than coming in than you would like, then you might be
Yeah.
like, well, that's easy. I'll just pick up, whatever. If it's like this, and it's at least calling
No.
you to assess,
Caution.
right? Yeah, because you're
Caution.
like, okay, like I could get more money, but also that it's like, but then I'd have less time. And maybe
Yeah.
that is more important at this time, right?
Because I wasn't thinking about money. I was thinking about my health. So that's interesting in the context of health. Don't worry about the money. Don't start a new project for money if you're worried about your health.
Right. Like that's valid, totally valid. And also, while it's about stuff like your house, your job, your whatever, it's also about self-worth. When you tie it in there too, could make you not self-worth sounds a little bit too extreme, but could make you take a job, right? Because I'm not doing enough, or who am I? Like, where's my identity? Like a lot of people tie a piece of who they are to what they do.
Yeah,
right?
I totally do that.
Okay, great.
Great, done. Easy peasy. Hey, look, we're blowing through these.
This interruption is brought to you by Unpublished. Do you want to know more about the members in Book Interrupted? Go behind the scenes? Visit our website at www.bookinterrupted.com.
Book interrupted.
Hey everybody, so another interruption which I feel absolutely fine sharing with you guys and the world, because the more places I'm accountable, the better it is that in reference to the off the shelf where KJ pulled tarot cards and I got the upside down 5 of Pentacles, the thought I was holding in my head concerned working through what I've been working through for a short time now is my sobriety. You may or may not know that I am sober now, and I'm in a certain anonymous program, and I'm working with the sponsor, and I'm in the really infantile stages of doing that work, and it is incredibly challenging, and not having alcohol to lean on, which I've been leaning on quite heavily for the last few years, has brought a lot of emotions to the surface because, you know, I was drowning them in booze. So sadly, those days are over for me, or happily, those days are over for me. It's been really hard, but the Pentacles one really made me feel good that it was at 5. At least I'm halfway through there. And certainly my self-worth, which came up in the reading, something I've been really processing. I've been feeling a lot of shame. I've been feeling a lot of self-worth just in the way I have taken care of myself, or lack of taking care of myself. That really rang true to me. I'm hoping that, like the card kind of ends up in the 10 of Pentacles, that it all come to a good fruition and the journey will be worth the juice will be worth the squeeze. That's all I gotta say about that. Bye guys.
Book interrupted.
So, Schweitz, do you want to go or no? We've got time.
If you have time, okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, fine.
I am shuffling, you tell me.
Wait, I gotta think of something. Let me think of.
That's okay. You don't even have to think of anything. You can literally be like, what do I need to know? And like,
Okay,
the tarot does.
okay. All right. Stop.
Okay. Oh, see the 10 of Pentacles. So this is where that Leah card is going to end up, just so you know. So that shameful man that's running away in the night eventually gets it all. So this is really great for you, Schweitz.
Hey,
Amazing.
you get it all finally.
So 10 of Pentacles. I mean, this just makes sense with what you already revealed.
You just got the promotion.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes so much sense with your career journey, dude.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like your hard work has paid off.
Yeah.
This is like symbolic of stability. It's more stable.
You're going to get a small yellow horse.
Yeah.
I really want one.
Little
mini
I don't
one?
know. Oh.
This guy's
Great.
like supporting his family. You know what I mean? Like he's finally accomplished. It's like stability is like really kind of the key word for the 10 of Pentacles. It's the end of a cycle. All the hard work and effort you've put in, your exams, all the knowledge you've gained, like it's brought you to this point. It's great. You can celebrate. You are like, you have enough money. This also is because this is the end, like check done. It does mean a new beginning is like right around the corner. So hopefully you enjoy your promotion for a while before you go looking at the next thing or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's basically what this is all about. Like that's literally the fruits of his labor are there, right?
Ooh. I was originally thinking job, and I was like, oh, I should ask about the job. And I was like, no, I don't want to ask because I don't want to know if
I
it's
want
going
to
to be
celebrate.
bad.
Right? You
Yeah.
want to celebrate.
I
You
was
feel like
great.
it's worth
Yeah.
it.
And I was like, if she says something bad, then I'm not going to want to associate it with work. So
This doesn't seem
Oh,
like
yeah.
bad for work at all. This seems like really happy, stable, like supported completion, like you're proud, you earned it. celebrate
Yeah.
about it. Like it's a cause for celebration because you did it. You know what I mean? Like it's like that. It's accomplishment, all of that.
That's
So good for you.
It was such a good
that's
card
a
for you.
super exciting one.
Awesome.
Congrats.
Thanks. I'm glad I told you to pick a card.
I also like that we did the Pentacles story kind of in like short form.
Yes. Right? Because we got
Totally.
an ace, a 5, and a 10. There you go. Like it's a
Yeah.
highlight reel of the Pentacles.
The highlight reel.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Now, Sarah, you need a major arcana or you need a cup, Sarah. So
All right.
work on that.
She's
You
gonna
shall
get
me?
like a major arcana or a,
A
sword.
moon. It's
Those
the
are her
moon.
favorite cards.
Okay, stop.
Here's the problem. She was thinking about the moon. She was trying not to think about the moon,
This
but
is
she
as
did.
good as
Is
the
it a page?
It's the Hanged Man.
Oh, what does that mean? Oh God.
Oh,
It's like voluntary sacrifice is the key words of this card. It's the story of Prometheus. And so what Prometheus did was he stole fire from the gods and gave it to man. And then the rest of the gods were really mad about it because I guess that was something that helped keep gods at god status. And so they punished him. And his sentence was to hang on the side of that mountain and have his insides eaten out, I think by an eagle. Every day he would lie there and then a bird would come and eat out his intestines and
Insides.
liver and everything. And then every night it would regenerate so that it could just happen again the next day.
It sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Sounds like being a
Oh,
mom
God.
a little bit.
brutal.
Part of it though is it's worth it. You know what I mean? Like it's worth the struggle. And this is a major arcana card. So like where everybody else got minor arcana cards, which appear as one out of a series of 1 to 10, like a deck of cards. And the 1 to the 10, as we saw with the Pentacles, tells us a complete story. The whole story is in this card. They're usually pretty meaningful. Like they carry more weight in the tarot than just the minors. Another thing that I remember about this card is that it's got some like opposite energy to it too. Whatever you're going for, don't go for it in the way you normally would. And the example they use is like, oh, you want to really ask that person out on a date. They're more likely to go out on you, go out. They're more likely to go down on you. Just kidding. They're more likely to go out with you if you don't ask them. But it's like opposite like that. Like you assume the easiest, most logical way to get from A to B, if it's that date situation, is just to ask the person. But the Hanged Man is kind of like, no, don't do that. Wait, I guess, delay your gratification. Again, the key word is voluntary sacrifice. So it is worth it, but also it may not feel like it. There could be questioning like, what am I doing? Like hanging around here every day, getting my liver eaten out. So, but in the end, Prometheus is released.
Yeah, he's released eventually, and it was
Yeah.
all worth it. And
Yeah.
the journey
Well,
was
maybe he can eat something
all
else
worth the
out, right?
journey.
Yeah.
And he's like celebrated as a god by the people for giving him fire, and
Yeah.
it was all worth it. But yeah, I hate that card's just like patience too. Like,
Yeah.
just wait it out.
Yeah.
That card gives me mom vibes, like how moms give everything to their kid, to their household. They give it all, and then every night they go to bed, they replenish, and it happens again.
Yeah.
But then, you know, I assume being a mom, you're like, damn, that was worth it, you know?
I hope so.
Yeah.
Oh, they turned out to be nice. Great.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that
Makes
when
me
I read
happy.
the 4% fix on the last episode, how I read,
Yes.
put your oxygen mask on first and plan and strategize and whatever. It'll be all good.
Yeah.
Put your oxygen mask on first and wait it out.
I still feel
I'll
like
put
that's a
on my
key
oxygen
too, actually,
mask.
because like while I keep on saying voluntary sacrifice, I feel like there's something to be said for Prometheus never dies. He always just has that painful experience. And then in concert with the put your oxygen mask on first, I would say like caution about sacrificing yourself to the point of actually dying. You know what I mean? Like I feel that. So that's not a traditional interpretation of this card, but like I said, with what you opened the book to, and that you are a mom, and that you would be a personality who might sacrifice yourself away completely.
I like how you said
Mhm.
personality. I like that a lot. You're a person.
You've got all that
Ality.
ality.
You're a
to your
person
person.
first, but then your ality is so that.
Mm.
So I would say that that's something to be thought about too with this card.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, be patient, but also it's okay to steal some time for yourself when the eagle's not around.
This is relevant. Recently, I locked myself in my bedroom because they wouldn't listen, that I needed space and I felt bad. So it was like a lesson being like, it's okay, I can do that. And they're fine. And they got the message, like, I need space and you're not listening. So
Yeah, you're teaching them to respect boundaries.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
you're
is a
doing
new
them
thing
a
for
favor.
me.
And teaching them that it's okay to need space.
Yeah, which is hard. Yeah, it's a really hard thing for everybody.
It's hard for everyone. Yeah.
Got to get yourself some soundproof headphones.
Anyway,
fine.
so I could see all that. Oxygen mask first to remember myself to
Mhm.
do that and wait it out.
Patience.
It's going to be all worth it in the
Patience.
end.
Good.
Is
Thanks.
Kim gonna choose a quick card for
Yeah.
herself, or is
Yes.
there
No.
Yes,
anytime?
she is. Don't
No,
even.
I'm not.
Do it real quick.
I'm stuck on the last conversation. I can't sign off on the fact that it's okay. Can't be like, yeah, good, yep,
Kim, it's because we only have one on
Maybe.
them. That's what I figured. I don't know.
It's like
I don't
a totally
like it
common
either.
occurrence that people that have more than one kid do then. They often lock themselves away because
Yeah.
I don't
'Cause they
know
can't
because
do
there's
anything
3
else?
times the amount of needs. I don't know,
maybe.
but I don't
Yeah.
love it. They're never going to
But,
learn
like-
boundaries if you can't learn boundaries, I guess.
But I think partially too, like Sarah works at home, but when I worked away,
Impossible.
I got
Yeah.
my alone time driving
Yeah.
to work and
Yeah.
driving home from work. And so I
There's
got
nowhere to
Yeah.
go where I live.
At the risk of insulting you, Sarah, you do always do for other. You don't often put your oxygen mask on first. Is my
I love
guess.
that that's an insult. You're so kind that
No,
at the risk
I
of
like I
insulting you,
don't
you're
like. Yeah, I
too
guess that's
nice.
kind. No, I don't think it is kind. I think it's. I don't know what it is, but
just
say that-
is.
That
Yeah.
seems. It just is. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to take care of you. Boo.
Yeah, and it's sad because she's like, I'm trying to. That's why I'm in this
Yeah, you
fucking
do.
like.
Well, if all you can
Yeah.
do is lock yourself in, then I guess that's the way to go. Don't feel bad
Yeah.
about that, little
Or
fuckers.
sometimes I like kids are in the car when they're doing their screaming and stuff. I'll just pull over somewhere safe and just step outside of the car and try to tune it out for a bit and get my patience back.
If
and
I'm honest,
then
I've been doing
face
a
it again.
ton of pillow screaming.
Yeah.
Great.
And then now
Scream
Max
with my
does pillow
nephews.
screaming, and it's super awesome because
Mhm.
she's feeling an emotion. Then now she goes to a pillow and screams at a pillow, and she moves
it
through
out.
the emotion because anger is an acceptable emotion.
Mhm.
And she gets it out of her
Yeah.
body. That's processing.
You get it
That's
out of
really
your body,
good.
move it through.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you got to lock the door, you got to lock the door. You lock that shit.
Are all of you parents?
Not all of us.
Not
Okay.
me, everybody else.
I was gonna say, being a parent, just even listening to you guys or watching it on TV, props, because I can barely survive with my dog. You know, And, like, I have
So
no
needy.
idea how you guys do it. All of
I
you.
feel sad, Sarah. That makes me just feel sad, but I think you're doing a really good job. In case nobody remembered to tell you, you're doing a really good job.
Yeah, like I don't mean to make you feel bad, but I just don't also feel okay not saying that either.
The difference is last week, one of my kids didn't go to school. So I had no break.
yeah.
He was just home the whole time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
hard. But
Yeah.
I just find boundaries in general with loved ones is so challenging all the time.
Yeah.
Being
Boundaries are
loving,
hard.
but like not too harsh, but not, protecting yourself, but not, it's so messy.
Especially when you have young kids who need co-regulation, because when you're
Yeah.
having a hard day,
And
you're
you can't
dysregulated.
Barely, yeah.
And they pick up on that. And so they
Mm.
become more dysregulated. And so they want you to help them regulate. And then so they need you more. And you're like, I need
It's
me
so
more. And
impossible.
so
Yeah.
it's a conflict where you have to either lock yourself in a room for a little bit, regroup, and then go back out and
Yeah.
help them out.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I feel like that with my staff. So there you go. And they're all adults. So
Yeah.
the minute I'm dysregulated, they're all like, Lindsay, I need you. And you're like,
Oh,
all
no,
right,
yeah.
everybody calm down.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to go in the
Not
pantry
just the
and take a
children.
couple deep breaths and I'll be out in a
oh,
second.
I've done that.
Yeah.
Gone for a walk
Yeah.
around the building and come back. I was like,
Oh, yeah.
I cannot deal with you all right now. So it's not just
Yeah.
children. Don't worry.
Okay. Well, it was so good seeing you guys. It was so good
Yeah.
meeting you, Ashley.
It was
And-
so nice meeting you and Lindsay.
Yeah, so
Yes.
nice.
And thanks for reading the cards, Kim.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
No
Yeah,
problem.
they fit so well with everyone. Like,
I loved it.
Everyone. It was, and it even kind of brought back to conversations we had during when dad killed mom, which was cool.
I loved it.
All right.
All righty.
Thanks, Kim.
Thank you for joining us on this episode of Book Interrupted. If you'd like to see the video highlights from this episode, please go to our YouTube channel, Book Interrupted. You can also find our videos on www.bookinterrupted.com.
Are you interested in joining the conversation and having your comment played on the podcast? Simply find a quiet place and record a voice memo. Then send it to connect@bookinterrupted.com. Or you could do it the old-fashioned way and leave us a voicemail at 416-900-8603. We look forward to hearing from you soon.
Moments you can look forward to on the next Book Interrupted.
We are talking about the book, The Hunger Games.
Haymitch is encouraging the fake relationship. He sexualizes her
And Leah's was Jennifer Lawrence. So hence she thinks she's so
Okay.
amazing.
Yeah.
I would kiss somebody to survive, though, so I could do that. I got
There
that
you
part
go.
down.
Easy.
These rich countries that get to be gluttonous with food and resources and power and electricity. And
It just feels so wrong to read a book after you've seen the movies.
I think I would die still, but
Book Interrupted.
never forget every child matters.